Starry, starry night. Oh, hey everybody. Welcome again to the ZaineFrame. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, in case you guys can't tell, I haven't quite gotten this down. Turns out, college speaking courses don't really prepare you for an entertainment kind of situation. And the more I say things, the less sense they make to me. So I will find myself second-guessing things in the middle of the phrase, and so even if it's just like, hi, how are you? Sometimes I'll be like, hey, what the, hi. Hello, cashier. Are things well for you? Is that what people say? And then other times I won't sound like a raving lunatic. So it's really just you roll the dice. You roll the dice on any interaction with me. You might get someone normal, you might get someone who just kind of looks at you and goes, bleh, and runs off. You really, and then everything in between. Absolutely. That was actually a reference to one of the first tabletop RPGs I played. It was, it wasn't World of Darkness, it was Dark Heresy, Warhammer game. And it had one of my best friends. I will call him Bill. No, that's not cool enough. Sorry, people named Bill. I'll have you know that William is a perfectly cool name, and so is Bill because it's derived from William. I will call him Jack. Jack's a cool name to call this guy. And I've only played a few tabletop RPGs in my life, but he was one of the best, if not the best, not dungeon master, storyteller, I think, is the more universal term when we're not talking about D&D. And we were playing Dark Heresy, and we were all pretty new to it, except for him, except for our storyteller guy, Jack. I keep remembering that name. Oh God, wizards. And none of us knew what we were doing, so when we were building our awesome characters, we didn't think of investing anything at all into something like charisma or basic speech or anything that would be helpful in interacting with other sentient life forms. The reason I say sentient is because one of our people was actually pretty damn good at communicating with creatures, but then she'd make mechs out of their bodies, so it was a weird RPG. Oh, damn it. So every time we tried to get information or move the story along or anything, because we were trying to be good, he wasn't railroading us, he was trying to truly let us have like an interactive experience, but we weren't getting any of the quest hooks, because every time we spoke to someone, we would just fail horribly. And one time I tried to get information from a guy in a pub, and I was like, all right, I rolled this and add this to my multiplier, and okay, so what does that mean? He's like, well, you pretty much just look at the guy and go, bleh, and then walk off. That is word for word how Jack described it. We were actually pretty badass when it came to combat. There was a big raid and we were saving a bunch of, this is gonna sound so corny, but we were saving a bunch of orphans from raiders in some kind of like refugee camp. And like our tech priestess or something, she bashed a guy's skull in with a rod, and I was some kind of magic user, and I like shattered his mind. Our sniper picked off 2 other people. Just an awesome collision of awesome kills. And like at the very end, there was one last guy alive, and I just walked up to him and shot him point blank. And just the way that we each described our movements and the way that Jack described the whole thing, it was like we were stuck in an awesome pose after just badassly killing some raiders and saving some orphans. And I think that was the last game that I played. After that, we were playing a game in college and I had to leave for reasons, because college is weird and difficult and stupid beyond just classes. But yeah, that was fun. We were completely socially inept. Oh shit. The way it all started, we were on a ship, and I think it was just me, the sniper, and one other guy. And the sniper was talking to like this sleazy guy who like got us passage on there, and he was like, I need a new scope for my rifle. And the guy was like, all right, but it's gonna cost this. And I had some kind of mind-breaking like intimidation spell for my character. And we could tell the sleazy guy was trying to take our sniper for a ride with this whole, you know, scope thing. And so I got mad, and I was like, well, it'd be in character for me to do this. And so I told him, look, just take him up on his offer. I'll worry about the payment. So a day later, guy comes back with a scope, and he's like, here you go, what about my payment? And I was like, let's go in the back room and discuss this. And so I go in the back room, I tell whisper, you know, to my two companions to guard the door, and I use my intimidation thing, thinking it'll just, you know, put the fear of God in him, maybe even just like get a discount. Nope, it shatters his mind, and he starts screaming so loud that we were in the front of the ship. All the people moved to the, back of the ship because they were so frightened by screams that were just reverberating around the spaceship. So that's how we started. And then we were going down to a planet, and we needed to take some kind of pill that would make us not throw up on re-entry. And I don't know why. I think I was just badly role-playing and saying, my character wouldn't do this, and refused, oh god, I got one life, and refused to take this pill. Absolutely just right out for some whatever reason. I don't even remember. Naturally, it being in a tiny little pod hurtling towards a planet, I vomited everywhere. And I think, damn it, suffered some kind of penalty for a while because of it. Well, game over. When was the last time I saved? I think it was a while ago. Yep. Sorry, guys. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, vomited everywhere. I suffered some kind of, like, penalty for it. I couldn't move correctly. So upon exiting onto the, you know, getting out of the pod onto this dusty planet, I fell face first. So I now have this congealed mass of vomit holding together a fuck ton of dirt. And for a while, it was, you see a suspicious character. I was like, I go up and hug him because straight up biological warfare at that point. It's like, maybe he'll be way too grossed out to mug us or something. I swear to God, there was, that was also the boss battle where my character freaked out and summoned, well, first of all, one of our guys had already passed out in the middle of an encounter for some reason, and then I freaked out and like a huge snow field formed around me and it covered the poor guy in snow. And the Dark Heresy had a weird fleeing system, and some kind of thing happened and our sniper was like trying to run away and get distance or something like that, but he kept running and he couldn't stop. He wanted to stop, but he couldn't, and I don't remember what the circumstances were. So he was running. I had turned everything into snow and gone unconscious, and another guy was unconscious, and nobody else was having much of a good time either. Until our unconscious guy, not me, woke up and just straight up shot the thing we were fighting and killed it in one shot. He rolled, I don't remember what dice we used, but it was the equivalent of like a natural 20 or something. It just, he already had good stats and he rolled really well, and yeah. So that's only one of the, I have plenty of other stories, but hey, let's save something for when I'm not utterly distracted by, red things, murder, death. Oh god. Yeah. Okay. I know, guys, you don't have to tell me. I know. If I could give you guys money as an apology, I would. But I don't know how to split $5 among people watching this from 0 to infinity, no matter how it is. Unless it is if it's exactly 5 of you watching this, I will straight up send you $1. I will. If it's exactly 5, I will straight up just like PayPal that shit to you. It's all I have. That and a fuck ton of bills and textbooks. Oh, bills and textbooks. I wish I could build a house out of... Hey. Oh. The papier-mâché project of the century. That is going to happen. So, yeah. I'll actually get back to the point where I was and build a fucking igloo out of paper mache next time on the ZaineFrame. Let's... Yeah! So if you like what you see in here, please like, comment, and subscribe. What are some good RPG experiences that you guys have had? Or bad ones? The bad ones are always a better story.